Sir Edward Elgar is regarded as one of Britain's greatest composers, creating passionate and memorable music. One composition in particular, Nimrod, has captivated the nation for over a century. Born here in June 1857 at this simple cottage at Lower Broadheath near Worcester, Elgar's genius earned him a knighthood. But his path to greatness was far from an easy one. The son of a piano tuner, Elgar was a gifted musician, and as a young man, he worked in his father's music shop in Worcester. He taught music, composed, and performed locally, but his career refused to take off. His life changed in 1886 when, at the age of 29, he met Alice Roberts, 9 years his senior. He taught her piano lessons. She came from a wealthy family who disapproved of Elgar's humble origins. But Alice was determined to marry him and make him a success. Over the next 9 years, encouraged by Alice, Elgar published over 30 works, but he failed to make his mark. Then one day, at the couple's home, his luck changed. Tell me, what happened?
He'd been teaching and had come home rather tired and exasperated and was just tinkering at the piano. And as he did so, Alice picked out something that he played and said, "That's a good tune." And Elgar was a bit puzzled and said, "You mean this one?" And worked that into what has become this big orchestral work, the Enigma Variations.
Completed in 1899, the Enigma Variations was a set of 14 musical portraits of his friends and wife, each with its own distinctive mood. The most celebrated is Nimrod, dedicated to his great friend and publisher, August Jaeger.
It is the most passionate of all the 14 variations, and even more passionate than the one he wrote for his wife, Alice. It's music that actually speaks louder than words.
Elgar conducted the Variations at Worcester's Public Hall for the Three Choirs Festival in 1899. It was a huge success. The 42-year-old Elgar had finally made it. And with later compositions, like his Pomp and Circumstance marches, he was soon regarded as Britain's greatest living composer. However, it was the poignancy of Nimrod that was to secure Elgar's legacy. In 1945, 11 years after his death, Nimrod was chosen to be performed every year at the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday. But the tune was played more slowly than Elgar intended. So it's become a little bit more ponderous, at a quicker tempo.
I think some would say profound, and taken more slowly, it does stir the feelings in a way that obviously people react to very, very sincerely.
The National Youth Orchestra of Scotland is performing at this year's Three Choirs Festival here in Worcester, the same festival where Elgar first conducted his Variations. So where better to hear a special performance of Nimrod than the place that meant so much to him. Packs such a punch, doesn't it?
Well, it's beautifully crafted, but so simple. It draws you in and then mounts to this heart-rending climax, which is just so stirring. I defy anybody not to be moved by it.
Wow! Bravo! Hey!